Well, look who it is. Welcome back to No BS Just News with Steve. As always, I'm your host. Thanks for tuning in to the best YouTube around. Just kidding. Look who it is, folks. He's back. Long hair and all. Look at that hair. Boy, I've been growing this hair for a while. Looking good. No, I'm getting ready to cut it. But I'm back. I know I've been missing in action for a while. For good reason. And here's why. I just couldn't do it anymore, folks. Couldn't do it. I couldn't keep up with the bull crap. Couldn't keep up with it. All these clickbaity ass YouTubers that are earning income purely off stimulus content, and I get it. Just talk about what's going on with stimulus. You don't have to clickbait the title. People are going to watch you anyway if you got a huge following. I watch Stephen Gardner. He puts out the best stimulus info in the game. If you're interested on what's going on in these new stimulus bills, go check him out. Stephen Gardner. He also gives away about 10 grand each month. You can enter it daily. So go check him out. But I just needed a break, man. It's not like I was pushing out crazy content anyway. But, I like to do YouTube. I enjoy it. I've been doing it for a while. Yeah, I'm monetized. And, but I'm not doing stimulus content for money. If I was doing it, I'd be pumping out videos every day, right? Sorry, I don't like I like my top button. I'm getting ready to go work here right behind me. It's nice. It's the only nice thing about COVID. Yeah, I'm still chewing. I'm trying to quit now. Trying to quit. Don't be judging me. Too much judging going on around the world. But like I'm saying, or as I was saying, I just needed a break. That's all. Quick break, about a month and a half, and I'm back, right? I'm having some mic troubles. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it doesn't sound like crap. If it does, then just get over it. That's all. Anyway, I appreciate all the positivity. While I was gone, I received a lot of messages. I surely appreciate it. Please continue it. Please subscribe if you haven't. Drop a like if you haven't. Drop a dislike. Tell me why. Drop a comment. If it's positive, that's awesome. I love positivity. If it's negative, I'll ban you. No, I'm kidding. Negativity is part of the world, folks. It's just part of the world. It's a negative world. If you look at the United States of America, there's negativity every single day. If you paid attention to it every single day, you'd probably go crazy. But that's the reason. I just needed a break. That's all. Not going to get all the way into why. I know I said here's the reason why, but I needed a break. You guys make it what you want. But with stimulus news, I'm not going to sit here and preach a bunch about it because I haven't paid attention to it enough to know about it and to bring you guys all kinds of information. What I do know is all these channels that are saying that here, stimulus check, oh wow, approved, great news, for stimulus to be paid, blah, 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 blah. It's bullshit. There isn't a forced stimulus check included as of yet. There isn't. Will there be one? Who knows? Biden was talking about it yesterday. He said he's going to put it on autopilot and there won't be a vote needed. However, if that happens, I truly believe that it will be targeted at a specific income, and the last 3 stimulus check incomes won't be the same. So it was 75 individual, 150 married, then it capped out at certain amounts. If they send out another stimulus check, if they send out recurring stimulus checks, it's going to be targeted and focused on a lower income threshold. And I'm not saying that to be a jerk or be negative. I just think that's what the government will do. You got people like Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema, who are Democrats in the Senate. They're not backing it. Joe Manchin has done that before. And then he folded when they said, hey, okay, we'll give your wife $1 billion continue her whatever she's doing. I don't even know. I haven't read enough about it. But he just came out and said something on, it was like over the weekend, and he ain't on board and blah, blah, blah. Then he turned his page yesterday. So who knows? I'm not going to sit here and act like I know because I haven't been paying attention. But I do know if you're expecting a forced stimulus check because you're watching all these other channels, go watch Stephen Gardner, and he'll tell you the real stories. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of these stimulus channels that are created around stimulus news that bring you news every single day, 2 to 3 videos a day, they have good content in there. But their titles is what gets you there. I don't know why they do that. They already have a huge following. You're going to get the views. You're going to get your paycheck. Just say it how it is. Title it right, and then talk about what you talk about. A lot of these guys do tons and tons and tons of research every day, and then they go edit their video and they upload it 2-3 times a day. I'm not hating, I guess maybe I kind of am. Anyway, don't get your hopes up on a forced stimulus check, because who knows if one's coming? Nobody knows. Would it be great to get $1,000 a month recurring for the next 6 months? Yeah. Is it great that they're sending out the child tax credit and you don't have to wait till you file your taxes? Yeah. Is that going to be extended to 2024? Possibly. People are getting $300 if their kids are 6 and older. People are getting $300 for 6 and younger, $250 for 6 and older. Some people are getting big money. Some people aren't. It's still extra income, folks. It's still extra income. Don't use your money for things. Use it for experiences. Take your kids to different countries. Take them to different restaurants. Let them try new food. If you don't have kids, take your wife, your significant other, whatever, get yourself. Travel. Put some money aside. Save your money. Instead of going out and buying a brand new MacBook or a 100 million inch TV, all kinds of new equipment, use what you have and go experience the world. Because I'm noticing more and more that people don't even know what the hell's going on in their own backyard. This nation has become, I don't even have a word to describe it. I really don't. It's become crazy. It's just become crazy. You got our men and women in uniform, whether it's the military, the police department, the fire department. Anybody in uniform are just getting purely disrespected. And it pisses me off. Corrections, they've always been put at the bottom of the barrel, but they go into a prison facility for the most part every single day, and they put their life on the line every single day, whether it's a male facility, female facility. It is a stressful job, and they are short-staffed like hell. And I've been there. I worked there. As you guys, if you've been following me for a while, my channel used to be called Correctional Officer Stories. I worked behind the walls. I worked outside of the walls as a correction officer. I've done a lot. I was a sergeant. I mean, it's just crazy. You got the police department, another one that's highly short-staffed. It used to be, hey, thank you for your service. They would shake your hand or whatever. Now it's F you, you pig, you piece of garbage, you're this, you're that. Do you think that's going to get these recruiters to be able to recruit new employees for these positions? No. But who do you call when you're in trouble? Call 911. Who do they send out? The police department. Just stop the disrespect, folks, and pay attention to what's going on around you. Knock off the judgment and get some facts behind your opinion before you go and judge. There's a lot of good officers out there, a lot, whether that be corrections, police department, any type of law enforcement. You got the military, they can't even travel in their uniform. That might have changed, but they weren't able to travel in their uniform there for a while. Why? We should be respecting the people that go fight for our freedoms, right? Yeah, it's voluntary, but still, they're over there fighting for our freedom. Respect it. That's all I'm saying. And if you don't, keep your mouth shut. Throw that zipper away. Zip it and throw that zipper right away. Bing! Because all you're doing is bringing negativity to yourself. If you've got children, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other, whatever it is, purely negative. I'm telling you, I've been working on being a more positive person because I got a lot of negativity in my personal life, in my profession. You just got to work on being positive. Positive mindset will produce positive results. Trust me. And like I said, take your extra money and spend it on experience, not things. Experience. I heard that yesterday, and it really resonated with me because I'm guilty of taking money and just buying things that I want. I travel often. Well, I wouldn't say often, but at least 2-3 times a year, and we usually go to Chicago. That's where my family is. Love Chicago. Shout out to the fam if they're watching me. Hold on, folks, I got to spit here, sorry. But it ain't cheap to travel. That's why you got to save, man. Put your savings away and spend your money on experience. I'm telling you. Because you never know what's going to happen. Spend time with your family. You only get the one opportunity to spend time with your family. If I could change one thing in the world that involves my personal life, I would have spent more quality time with my dad. And I spent a lot of time with my dad. My dad lived with me like the last 6 or 7 years of his life. We were, my wife and I were a caretaker for him pretty much. My brother lived with us for a good while, helped him with whatever he needed. My dad worked for 30 plus years as a journeyman lineman electrician. Hard worker, had a great pension. Had to check out early on Social Security disability, took his pension early because he had really bad heart disease, hereditary, but the diabetes. He lived his life. He didn't eat right and all that other stuff. But I miss him every day, every single day. When he was his last 10 days, we had to end up putting him in hospice. He didn't want to go in the facility. I had no choice. I didn't have a choice. I didn't want to, but I had to. And that first night, he threw up for 24 straight hours. Put him in there, and I had been at the hospital with him so many times, and over those last few years, he checked out in 2015 of May 30th, 2015. But prior to that, him and I and some of my other family, my wife, my brother, we've been at the hospital probably 200-300 times over a 10 to 15 year span. So he said to me, I'll never forget it. I was walking out and he said, "Steve, you ain't coming back." Because a lot of times I would leave the hospital and I wouldn't come back for a day or two because I had been there for a minute and there wasn't nothing going to change, so I'd leave. And that was pretty much the last thing he said to me, because I came back the next day and he was pretty much in a coma. Couldn't talk, didn't eat or drink for 10 straight days. Finally, on that 10th day, he checked out. So spend time with your family, folks, because you only get one opportunity, and you never know when you're going to lose somebody. You never know. Never. Not ever. You could be talking to somebody one minute, and the next minute they're knocking on your door telling you that family member's been killed, bad car accident, whatever it is. Spend time with them. Spend time with your friends. Talk to your friends. I have a good friend of mine that I talk to almost every single day. Every day. I call him, he calls me, I tell him what I got going on. You know, he just helped me move a coworker of mine. And I can't tell you how appreciative I am for him. And if you're watching this, you know who you are. But, you know, I don't think I really got to tell him thank you for that. Because he's probably, I would consider him my best friend, you know what I mean? I don't have a lot of friends that are really close. I mean, I know a lot of people. I think we all do. But as far as close friends, I don't have a ton because I don't keep a lot of people in my circle. I'm kind of on a rant here, but appreciate it. Appreciate the help. Appreciate you always listening to me because I'm always rambling. We get on crazy topics, and I don't know, we may be moving into his neighborhood here pretty quick, so be ready. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I'm back. I'm going to be here in and out. I don't know how often I'll be on YouTube, but it'll be quite a bit probably. I'll be bringing you stimulus news. I'll be bringing you current events that's going on in the world. But remember, it's okay not to be okay. Just don't stay that way. Get the help you need. And spend time with your family, folks. I'll see you in the next one.